All right, it hasn't been working, and I think I know why.
She had a shirt on that said, "I don't want to be here, I don't care." I'm like, oh, great. This is just starting off wonderful.
So that's the way it is. We don't have the money for endless RV parks. It's just life. They're really expensive. Y'all, is this summer hot? Is it humid? Is it 109 degrees? Well, why don't you just...
We have seen the Forestry Service come out here a lot and law enforcement because that place actually got closed down. Y'all are at our boondocking site and our view is on the other side, which I will show y'all, but July 1st,
and we need every inch of these jackets.
Jackets, y'all. I know a lot of y'all in the country are like burning up in the heat. And I don't know what we are in our elevation right now.
I'm gonna look right quick.
He's gonna check. I can't wait for y'all to see our view. And we're not as unlevel in this side as we thought we were gonna be.
No, our elevation is 8,659 feet again.
Well, we've been doing it right this summer.
Yes, we are. Last summer we burnt up like bacon. This summer we're doing it better so far.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna give you our site tour here at our latest boondocking spot. Our first one of this year in the state of Wyoming. We're kind of close to Laramie. I'm gonna take y'all this way. The ground that we parked on is kind of like crushed rock, so we don't have to worry about sinking in the ground because it's been raining off and on since we got here. Here's the road. It was an easy pull in. Well, Matthew actually pulled down there and then just backed in, but it's flat, no problem for the bed rails. The site's not too level. That's why we parked kind of on the side of the fire pit, as you can see where the fire pit's behind us, because that was the most level spot. Because when we were right here, it goes more uphill, and the front was really not level. It would have been like we were taking off to the moon again. And then here's our little fire pit, which I didn't mind parking here because I really don't see us having a fire because the forecast says it is going to be windy every day. And even in Colorado, it was windy every day. So I don't see how it's going to change here in Wyoming because it's the windiest state. So we've been told. But look at these views, y'all. This is our front yard. Pretty amazing, and as of right now, you cannot see any other RVs. All right, y'all, I'm on the roof. Want to give y'all a rooftop view. Look at these views, y'all. You can't see another RV in our line of sight right now. Look at all the pine trees. You can smell the trees, the forest. Oh, it smells wonderful, y'all.
All right, y'all, we promised you a funny story. Well, I think it's funny. From the Tyson, why do I say Tyson? That's
Terry
chicken.
Bison RV something ranch. RV Park Ranch, something like that.
He can't even get it right. I was going to say, see, I keep him around for a reason. Well, he butchered it too.
I don't know. Terry Bison something ranch.
So Matthew called a couple of days before we were going to arrive because that's just how we roll. We might not know until the day of or the day before, but this time we knew 2 or 3 days in advance. Called the girl and she said, oh, you don't need reservations, you can just walk in. And she made it sound like we could just pick whatever site. And then when Matthew said, oh, so we just pick a site and then come back, she said, no, you come to the office and then we'll give you a site, but you don't need to make reservations. We're like, oh, okay, whatever. And that, because she said they weren't busy, and we thought, okay, when we get there, we'll just ask for a site that's not, by a lot of people, because we saw from satellite, they're really close together. And as you could see, my site tour, they were. So we get there, and the girl's like, and the lady, it was a different person.
Definitely a different person.
Well, do you have reservations? We're like, no, we're a walk-in. And she's like, oh. And I said, well, the girl we talked to, Matthew said, well, the girl we talked to on the phone said we didn't need reservations. We could just walk in. She's like,
she just covered her whole face with her hand.
She's like this. Like, she's about to lose her. You know what? And I'm like, okay. And she went over there and she's like, let me see what I can find. And she's like, I found you a site. And because we're just for one night. We're like, oh, okay. And Matthew's like, well, can we be away from people? She just ignored him and said, I found you a site. Whatever. So
I didn't get what I wanted.
So we got passed off to another girl that was brand new.
It was day 2 for her.
She said it's day 2, and she was really chipper and stuff like that, but she had a shirt on that said, I don't want to be here, I don't care. I'm like, oh, great. This is just starting off wonderful.
She was super duper nice, by the way, but nothing screams good customer service like a shirt that says, I don't want to be here.
Right. And the weird thing is, when you pay with your credit card, they want you to write it down, but yet you use a machine to pay. And I'm like, do I really have to put my credit card information? And she's like, oh yeah. I'm like, whatever. So we got to our site and we're like, yeah, we're right by, 2 other RVs. They didn't spread us out. But y'all, when we got there, it looked like not even half full. I'm like, maybe they're filling up. They had reservations. Woke up the next morning still half full. So I don't know why she was freaking out. They were not booked, so... No,
that lady is just too stressed out, I think.
I think so. And then it was funny while we were getting checked in with the new girl, because the lady that first greeted us had to go handle another problem because someone came up and said, yeah, you checked us into cabin 10, someone's in that cabin. Can we have cabin 9 because no one's in that? And she's like... I'm like, I think that lady needed to go home and get some more sleep. She was about to lose it, y'all.
But we are on a mission, y'all, because we see so many of y'all out there watching our videos, but not subscribed.
So we are on a mission to hit 10,000 subscribers, and we can do it. I know we can do it. I look at the analytics all the time, and it tells us there's enough of our community out there watching this video right now that we could hit that 10,000 mark. Will you be part of the solution? All you got to do, whether you're on a phone, a tablet, a TV, a computer, all of those have a subscribe button, and they're all free. F-R-E-E. So hit that subscribe button, and that will really help us out, and we appreciate you and everything you do to support our videos.
Look what I found at the Laramie Walmart. It's not only is it a cookie cake, but they say it's an M&M cookie cake. I remember a while back when I started working at the Disney store. Yes, I used to work at the Disney store, and it was in a mall, but when we got breaks and stuff, I always went down to the cookie store. You could get like 6 cookies for, I don't know, it might have been $5 or cheaper. I really don't remember. I really don't remember, but they were the chocolate chip with the M&Ms. It was my favorite. So I told Matthew this year.
This year for what? Why are you getting a cookie cake?
It's my birthday.
Oh.
Like last year, y'all saw we were in Montana and I got it was a beautiful looking cake. But this year I thought I want a cookie cake, and y'all, we are still, my birthday again, camping with no friends. Last birthday had no friends I don't think we've camped with any friends on my birthday. But anyways, I'm getting off track. So I'm eating all this because Matthew doesn't eat sweets. I'm not around family, I'm not around friends. It's just me and the bugs.
So let's just say happy 21st birthday again. Is it worth it? Waiting 12 months to get a cookie cake.
It's pretty good. It'll probably be better with
ice cream.
Warmed up a little bit with some vanilla ice cream.
So it's July 4th. We don't have much work, so we're going to get out and see if we can explore downtown Laramie. That's if there's parking we can find. And I heard Laramie's kind of historic, but a little bit of history of us before we got on the road. When we lived in our sticks and bricks, one thing that we used to do, we were dreamers, y'all, and we loved to watch webcams. And one of the webcams we watched was of Laramie, Wyoming. And we were like, man, that would be nice to go there one day. Well, we're here.
So we're looking forward to that. But like Sean said, you know how it goes in touristy places on holidays. If we can find parking. So that's the big if.
We parked in a parking lot that's got free parking most days of the week, I think, except Friday, because they have a farmer's market in here. But then There's the bridge. It says, "Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming," established in 1868, and that's a footbridge. Matthew's first time taking a bunch of steps outside of the RV.
Look at this. You can look right through the steps too. If you're a rail fan and you know of all these rail cams on YouTube, they have live webcams, you're looking at the platform to one of them right there. That platform that runs parallel with the track.
And 10 points if you can spot the truck.
Yeah, that's an easy 10 points.
Let me show y'all this side.
If you like trains, this is your thing.
So how are you feeling after climbing the stairs?
I actually feel okay, honestly.
And how does it feel walking where there's a webcam?
That's kind of weird, but we'll have another one when we get to that historic downtown Laramie Street. The one that we used to watch all the time.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we're in downtown Laramie, and there's something called the Johnson Hotel, 1900. Does that mean
Wow.
that's the address, or that's how long it's been there?
Yes? I don't know.
All right, y'all can even park your RV on the street if you're brave enough to do it.
And that's one of those cool looking retro RVs. And it's right in
Yeah.
front of Base Camp Adventure.
Y'all, look how neat this store is. Martindale's Western store. It's closed because we decided to come on the 4th. I think the only thing open here is the restaurants today, but
It's a cheap way to see the town because you're not going to buy anything.
that's what Matthew says. He's like, well, you know, the pocketbook is safe coming on the 4th, but I just like how that looks. I'm so intrigued. Like, I want to go in and look.
And next to the Western store is a sushi bar. So this is a very modern, historic town.
We might have to come back, y'all. What is that? The Bent and Rusty. Oh, I want to go in there.
That would be fun to go in. They have a big bison out front.
They might be open. I think they're open. So when we go back, we're going to,
Circle around?
yeah, go
Okay.
in there. Yeah, we found a shop that's open. We'll see if we bring that bison home with us.
It's not going to fit. Tell her in the comments it's not going to fit. We don't have a toy hauler. If we did, then maybe.
They make toy haulers, and I think our friends are selling their toy hauler.
No.
Here's the bison, y'all, up close and personal. See? Oh, look.
Oh, cool.
It's made out of all kinds of stuff, like chains and stuff.
Well, they literally meant bent and rusty.
It's coming home with us.
No.
You don't have to feed it, water it, or change its litter box, and it can fit on the bed between me and Matthew.
That would be one nasty litter box, too.
You don't have to worry about the temperatures in the RV either. It can withstand all
Wow.
kinds of weather. What do y'all think, y'all? What should we name it?
Unless it's free, no.
So what do you think of your experience walking in downtown Laramie where we used to watch the webcam?
I loved it. It wasn't very busy, which means it didn't take as long. We might come back when it is busier, when things are open, but from what we got to see, it's really cool. It has a historic vibe, a small town vibe. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of character. And it smells wonderful, the food does.
Oh yeah, because the restaurants.
What did you think of it?
Make sure I'm not getting over. I loved it, y'all. I want to come back. I mean, it's fun kind of walking somewhere where it's not busy, but at the same time, you kind of want stuff open. Let's go to the parking lot here. You want stuff open because it's like a different vibe. You
Well,
know?
they have, yeah, they have the local artists and stuff, and especially in that, what, the Bent and Rusty that we went through, that seemed like a lot of that stuff was, yeah, they had some regular production stuff, but a lot of that stuff was artist stuff, and that was really neat.
I mean, even if you're not going to be buying anything, it's still fun to window shop and actually go in the stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, y'all, we're parked at the Laramie Railroad Depot. Parking is for Depot Museum and Depot Park guests only, but they're closed right now.
Oh, we're a guest.
Let's see this sign right here. Matthew's going to walk in front of the camera.
Yep, you know it. Founded in 1868.
Y'all can pause and read. This is pretty cool. The grass is all nice and green. Oh, look, they have like an old railroad
cool.
crossing thing, Matthew. Isn't that neat? It says this is a bunk car. The Lawrence Larry Ostrich. I'm just gonna say ostrich. Larry Ostrich cart. I guess, y'all, I'm not a train person, so this is probably, is this the locomotive? And by the soot on it that I see, or the color, I guess it was run by coal? Matthew has no idea what I'm saying, so he's probably, I'm either right or I'm either wrong. Oh my goodness. Wow, have y'all seen anything like this? This is very unique, isn't it, Matthew?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's like a snow plow, but I don't know that. I could be totally wrong.
All right, y'all. Good morning, salutations. What are some other greetings?
Hey, yo,
Blah, blah, blah.
blah, blah, blah.
What's that?
We're so affectionate.
It's everybody's favorite time when you're full-time, or even if you're not full-time, maintenance on the truck. It's time for the oil change.
Oil change and the 50,000 mile service. Can you believe we've had this beast for 50,000 miles?
Wow.
Technically, we're at 49,895, but as it's telling me right now, oil change required, and it does not forget. It never forgets.
And we're shaking because it's cold, y'all. What is today, July 6th?
Y'all, I have the heated seats on.
Oh, yeah?
It's July 6th. If that makes you just sick to your stomach, put that in the comments below. We can take it. We have the heated seats on.
And the heater actually came on yesterday in the RV. We have it set to 50, so if the heater comes on at 50, you know it's cold. Alright, y'all, we're waiting for the truck to get done.
Excuse all the noise.
But we wanted to show y'all the world's smallest Walgreens. Because sometimes you can get packages at Walgreens. And then I did the satellite and I'm like, I don't think they take packages at this one.
I don't know. Look how small that is.
Look how cool, y'all.
Wow.
The world's smallest Walgreens. Alright, y'all, there's the back side, and here's the side where you drive through to get your prescriptions, the drive-through pharmacy.
Well, we're calling the world's smallest Walgreens, or at least the smallest one we've ever
Yeah,
seen.
tell us if you've seen a Walgreens smaller than this. This is so cool looking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's another one of them.
So someone must make these.
We saw this downtown by that, what, Bent and Rusty?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Let me go around and show y'all. Yeah, I think the other one had a little bit more tools in it though.
No, but that's still really cool.
Here's its eye. Alright, y'all, we're done. There's Chevrolet plates. Chevrolet of Laramie.
That is not where we went to.
Our truck had an identity crisis.
No.
Joking.
We went to, what is it called? Laramie Range Ford.
Awesome dealership. In fact,
Very nice.
Before we got here, Matthew read reviews, and you always can't go by reviews because the ER Matthew went to had horrible reviews, but this place has great reviews, and we had a great experience.
We really did. I would definitely come back here again. And they're not a huge dealership, so don't do this if we're trying to make an appointment, but if we're not going to be there, get your first appointment of the day, because they're not a huge dealership. They don't have tons and tons of room, but they are good at what they do, from what we can tell. At least just our experience. And yeah, we had a great deal. So I would get the first appointment of the day. That's usually the best policy.
Y'all, we are deep in the forest and you can smell it.
So since I still have a bit of a bum leg, I wouldn't really hike on it. We decided to do something kind of different. Sean, show them around. Now, we're camping in the Medicine Bow National Forest, but when you look on a map, it's all disconjointed. It's over here, over there, everywhere. So we're in west of Laramie. It's known as a scenic byway. We're at the visitor center, and we're just beginning this trip. We're probably at 9,000 feet right now, and it only goes up from here.
Bears are in the area. Are we gonna have our lunch here?
We're gonna have our lunch here. We're gonna maybe take little tiny mini hikes. There's a cute little town of Centennial that you pass through. You just gotta make your own way. If you're slightly injured and you can't do a whole lot, you find something else to do.
Oh, let's show them the sign. Snowy Range Pass, 10,847 feet.
Y'all, is this summer hot? Is it humid? Is it 109 degrees? Well, why don't you just go play in the snow? I mean, what's wrong with you people?
Matthew, he's being rude, y'all. We are on the Snowy Range Scenic Byway, y'all.
Y'all, it can't be any warmer than the 40s up here. It is freezing cold.
We didn't bring our jackets either. Oh, look at the mountains over there.
That's cool.
And y'all, we've seen snow. We haven't touched it yet. We can go down to the snow.
Yep.
Want to go up here first and then in the snow?
Yeah, let's go up here first.
You can see the pockets of snow.
Let me see what direction it's going. That's south. So the farthest you can see to the south must be Colorado, he said.
Look at that snow, y'all.
Wow.
This is July the 6th. What do you think of all the snow, Matthew?
I think that's crazy. We haven't seen snow in July since Bighorn Mountains.
I know. Man, it was windy up there in that little castle observation area.
But I tell you what, in all seriousness, if you're overheating, head to the mountains. Find you the tallest mountain you can get to, and that's where you're going to cool off.
Yeah, this is July 6th. This is crazy. We are walking on the snow, but I don't know how much I want to go. It's kind of smushy. How far are you going?
Let me repeat what I said before. Is it hot where you're at right now? Are you boiling? Do you got the AC going and it's still 90 degrees inside? Just go play in the snow. I mean, it's that simple, right?
Y'all want to know what's funny is by the time this video comes out, Matthew might be sweating.
That's true, but I'm not sweating today. This is amazing. Look at this. All right, y'all, that there around the corner is where we came from. Look at this epic beauty. This is amazing. You see all the flowers? Purple wildflowers. There's white. Honestly, you need a high-def TV for this, folks. Little white, like baby's breath type flowers, purple flowers. And then, the most beautiful thing of all, there's my Sean, and she's in snow in July.
July 6th.
The second time in our lives we have done this. Be careful now because that gets a little drop-off-ish. Look at this.
It's not a huge drop-off.
Okay. But tell everybody what that little pond is from.
I'm thinking that's from the snow melt.
Yeah. Isn't this cool?
This is amazing, y'all.
And this is only a matter of 100 feet and careful footing off of the main viewpoint area. What is it, Libby Flats?
Libby Flats. I would like to know what this area looks like in January, right?
We probably would not make it this far. We'd be up to our elbows in snow.
Seeing a photographer in the wild. Ooh.
You cannot take enough pictures of this place. Show them the snow.
Goodness, y'all. I just want to go forward. There's the snow. Let me show y'all. Let me stick my hand in it for you.
Wow.
See? Look at that, y'all.
Don't make me have a snowball fight now.
Look at how close we are to this mountain range, y'all.
Y'all, this is every bit of 50 miles an hour or more. Every bit of it.
This is how I'm standing. I'm trying to film, and literally a gush just came up, and I'm like this, like, Jim Caviezel.
No, Jim Cantor.
Oh. Sorry. Jim Caviezel was Passion of the Christ. Jim Couture, I feel like I'm in the middle of a hurricane, and this is Wyoming.
It is freezing cold here, but look at this beauty. And it's as I always say, y'all, there's always a price to pay for natural beauty. Maybe it's a lot of bugs, maybe it's bears, maybe you have to hike 20 miles to get to it. In this case, it's freezing cold and very, very windy, but very worth it.
I can't hear anything you're saying. Y'all, this is pretty amazing. Alright, y'all, we're in the Sugarloaf Recreation Area, and if you gotta go, you just gotta cross your legs, because those doors aren't opening unless you're gonna have to start shoveling.
That's crazy. It's July 6th, y'all. That's amazing.
That's just so nuts, y'all.
This looks like Alaska in the wintertime, but no, it's Wyoming in the summer.
Look at that. July 6th, y'all. Alright, y'all. We've got to put water in the RV, and this time Matthew thinks he's going to be able to lift them over the hitch, or he wants to, instead of using the hose method, because now it's been 7 weeks since his injury, and he's been starting to lift stuff, so we'll see how it goes.
There.
How did that feel?
It didn't feel bad, but neither did the other one until the next day, so we'll see.
And people are probably asking, well, why are you going through all this still boondocking when your physical ability is down? I think it comes down to finances. We're in a job situation right now, right?
Well, it's not just a job situation. Even though Sean's job hasn't totally gone away yet, the truth of the matter is her job has been slowing down.
Yeah.
And I do content creation, and we're not making millions here, folks. We work very, very hard. Anybody who knows us really well knows how many days a week we work, how hard we work, just like a lot of you. A lot of you aren't retired, and you work as hard as a dog, and so do we. So you know the story. It's the same thing that you go through in your life. You work hard, you don't get paid very much, and then you rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So that's the way it is. We don't have the money for endless RV parks. It's just life. They're really expensive.
They're really expensive.
The average RV park out west is what, $50 a night?
That's average, but here in Laramie, they want to charge you $85 a night. It's
Yeah,
just
and they
ridiculous.
don't have a lot of competition.
No,
They
and
really don't.
They're not resorts either, y'all. These $85 a night parks. So, anyways, that's why we're going through all this.
I like to zero this out just so I can, or save a drop so I can see if it's working. All right, let's go. That's the sound of success right there.
Once I see the number change from 0, then I know it's working.
Oh, it'll work. All right, don't make a liar out of me now, come on.
Why is it not working? Because you need a siphon, right?
Yes. Oh, mosquitoes gonna get me. All right, I need to hurry this up. Siphon the tank. I did it wrong.
Oh, the bugs are horrible out here, y'all.
All right.
Well, I wanted to see if it's
right.
working. Why
Is it working?
this- No, it's still 0.
All right, it hasn't been working, and I think I know why. When I put it up to this hose up to my hand, it was a very weak suction. This black valve right here. I'm not sure what the black one does, but it's supposed to be in this position. So what did I do? I left it on, the pump was on and running, and I turned the black one while it was running. First I turned this one, didn't do anything. Turned the blue one, didn't do anything. Then I turned the black one, and I knew if I went one by one, eventually one of these might have an improper pressure situation in the pipes. I know I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I probably don't. This is just by a sheer experiment that I figured this out. So this is the one that I switched it off and I put it back on, and all of a sudden, here we go. 1 gallon, 1.1 gallons. It's working. Sometimes you don't have to be a plumber to figure things out. I still can't give you the honest explanation. That's just my best guess. If you know better than I do, put it in the comments below and explain it. But I think it has to do with pressure. Get away from me. I think it has to do with pressure in the system. If the air pressure and the water pressure are off from what they should be, then bad things happen or nothing happens. And so I guess we figured this out with bugs and all.
This is Wyoming, y'all. And now we are gonna get Matthew to sing a rendition of The Sound of Music from Julie Andrews, The Hills Are Alive. Take it away, Matthew.
Was that good or what?
Why is that always your response?
Because I sing in church to God and that's it. That's the only singing I do. So I'm done.
But
That's it. It was lovely.
Doesn't this look like an episode out of, sorry, a bee just went by me, Sound of Music?
Now, to be fair, it's the same thing you hear everybody saying. It doesn't do it justice. The camera does not do it justice. You've got to be here to see the depth of how much beauty there is around here. But I hope your big screen TV will show you.
This is still our favorite state. Yes, we spent 6 weeks in Colorado, but the thing about Colorado is because this one decided to hurt himself, which he blames me for hurting himself. Anyways, we did not really get to experience Colorado. We just got to see the window viewing of it, but we didn't get to go on any hikes or anything like that. So as of right now, Wyoming is still our favorite state.
Yeah, we have a lot more to explore in Colorado, but like she said, we're in Wyoming now, so.
And my birthday hit while we were here. So this is my second time having a birthday in the state of Wyoming. The first time we were in Buffalo, this time we were in Laramie. So we got to, we actually found a McAllister's. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of McAllister's Deli. They're really big in Mississippi, and I think they're around college towns and stuff. And we're like, okay, we'll go eat there. And they added something to their menu, which was
a Cuban. No, this isn't your average gas station Cuban, y'all. No, this thing was packed with the pulled pork. It had lots of ham, it had flavorful cheese, and then the spicy brown mustard, which is not spicy. I don't know why they call it that. They put on there. It's amazing. It's an amazing sandwich. Half of one filled me up. Well, it didn't quite fill me up. The mac and cheese helped, but it was an amazing sandwich, and I can't wait to get my mouth on one again. Who knows how long that'll be.
before we went to McAllister's and had their Cuban, Monks in Wisconsin Dells was our favorite Cuban, which
Yes.
I'm not sure if McAllister's is better. It might be tied. Matthew seems to remember.
Night and day.
Yeah, I still think the Monks in Wisconsin Dells is good too.
It is good.
But
I'd eat it again.
we love us some Cuban sandwiches. So that was a great birthday meal. Of course, our friends were texting us going, "Are you sure you didn't take her to Cracker Barrel?" And I said, there was no Cracker Barrel in Laramie. In fact, I don't think there's a Cracker Barrel in Wyoming, because we checked Cheyenne,
I don't think so,
which is like the
no.
biggest city in Wyoming, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. It's a capital at least. I think it's the biggest city.
And another thing about this area, we have seen the Forestry Service come out here a lot and law enforcement. And when we got here,
Yeah.
our site was pretty clean. I mean, you have to pick up, we're gonna pick up a little bit that we saw when we rolled in, but this is a very clean boondocking spot, nothing like Santa Fe. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we'll link that video below, because that place actually got closed down.
Yep. You can tell when places are taken care of. Now, I don't know the history of this place, but it is well taken care of. That camera is shaking, y'all. Sorry, don't mean to make you dizzy, but that wind is blowing you. All right.
So all that to say, even if you come into a site and be like, oh, there's just a can here or whatever, pick it up.
It makes a difference.
Even if you didn't leave it, if you can just put it in a Walmart bag and take it with you, then that prevents it from getting piled up. Yeah, so we will give you a quick job update. Matthew had applied to a company and it looked really promising.
And it involved a test that took all day.
Oh, it was horrible.
And they said, thanks, but no thanks. Don't call us, we'll call you. So that job is no longer an opportunity for me. But God has a plan, and many of you keep reminding us of that, which I'm very grateful for. So we'll just keep plugging away
And as of right now, my job that is still lingering
on the ropes.
I contacted my manager, I think it was back in April when she said we were losing this major account, which basically meant I wasn't going to have a job. She said it got extended for 2 months. Okay, well, fast forward, that puts us till the end of June. So I was really freaking out the first week in July because work was slow because it was a holiday. Anyways, I reached out to her this week. I said, do we still? And she said, right now they're extending us every 2 months. So it made it sound like they extended it another 2 months, which is good because I cannot find anything, or these companies I apply to don't reach out. I even have a coworker that has more experience than me. In fact, they trained me on how I'm doing my job, and they're not even getting contacted. So
they want to pay absolutely nothing.
Please keep praying. We're waiting in the hallway, so to speak.
Yep.
Just waiting for these doors to open. It just seems like every door we knock on right now is it's just temporary, or it gets slammed shut again, and we don't know what that means and what God's trying to teach us.